All right, I have been getting a lot of questions, requests in from the Half Size Me community on teaching what we should be doing with our exercise calories. A lot of people are, calculating them, wondering if they should add them into MyFitnessPal. If they're on Weight Watchers, should they or shouldn't they eat their exercise points? All this good business. And because there was such a huge uptick in this, actually, I wanted to go a little bit deeper and explain several different things about these exercise calories and thinking about exercise maybe from a different perspective. This has been hands down the one biggest change that I have personally made in my weight loss journey into maintenance journey is my perceptions of exercise, how I use exercise, and letting go of tracking exercise calories and worrying about calories burned doing exercise. This has probably been my most foundational pivot personally. And I'm going to explain to you kind of a few different ideas to take away from these videos I'm going to do on this. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the most important premise, which is your body is adapting continuously. So when you start your journey, let's just say you're 250 pounds, as your body weight decreases, you eat at a lower calorie level, you do exercise, you're burning X amount of calories. 6 months, 3 months, whatever months down the line, you're not going to be burning or responding the same way you do day one as you do on the second, third, 6th month. It's going to progressively change. Your body adapts to what you feed it, and it adapts to the stress load you put on it. So this is where a lot of the times people have to end up changing up their calorie targets, or maybe they realize that the exercise they used to do doesn't have the same impact. And that's a really important thing we need to all lay down to begin with, understanding that what works today may not work tomorrow, and that you really want to be thinking about the fact you're going to need to alternate what you do, okay? That being said, if you think of it super logically, counting exercise calories doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because if I'm doing the same exercise now 4 weeks later, am I really burning the exact same amount of calories I was on week 1? Probably not. But yet my device or the machine or the calculator says I'm burning X amount of calories. How can it know that? It can't. Nothing can. So one, the information just inherently is going to be false. It's a best guess on the best of circumstances. It is not going to be very realistic. So then the question becomes, why go through all the agony and turmoil of actually trying to calculate it out, add it back in, This is why I always encourage people, find your maintenance calories first, the amount of food that you need to eat to maintain your current weight, doing your life the way you do it, and then find a deficit from there. And I never mention exercise calories. I never mention step counts or anything like that. Why? Because your maintenance calories are a combination of everything you do on a daily basis. But if you know your maintenance calories and you set a deficit, then you've only got 2 numbers to contend with. And I love math. I used to teach math. My experience is most people do not want to be at home calculating this, that, and the other, adding it in every day, figuring out what they can do and what they can't do. They don't want to mess with all that. They want streamlined and simple. So know your maintenance calories, know your deficit calories. Realize that exercise calories are almost impossible to calculate, and no device or calculator is 100% accurate. So my encouragement for you would be focus on exercise as a health improvement tool. For example, I just went to have my annual checkup. My cholesterol number is high, but so is, I believe it's my LDL cholesterol is very high. And my doctor says, you work out a lot, don't you? And I said, yes. She says people who work out a lot have this high level of LDL or good cholesterol, and it offsets the other number. And she says, I see this over and over and over again. My pulse rate is low. My blood pressure is good. All of those factors are greatly influenced by my exercise, right? So what you want to keep in mind is in no way am I telling you not to exercise or exercise isn't a worthwhile use of your time. What I am saying is, pay attention. What I am saying is going through the mental math of trying to calculate how much you burn today doing X activity and putting it into your food log is really a pointless part of that process. If you know your maintenance calories because you've tracked, you've maintained your weight, and you're eating at a calorie deficit, then you don't really have to worry about all that. Let your exercise be what your exercise is. Focus on either eating at maintenance or a deficit, but don't stress about all the other stuff because, again, remember what we started with, that number will change the longer you do that activity. And even if you switch to a new activity, within a couple weeks, your body's adapting to that too. So it's kind of like it's a forever moving pendulum or a forever moving target. So why would we try to base what we eat day to day on something that fluctuates and changes that much, right? Whereas if we just focus on a couple core numbers, we can save ourselves a lot of time, energy, and grief and just make it very simple and streamlined. Now, I'm going to do another video coming up here soon where I share with you the projected calorie burn for me with fitness and what is actually my calorie burn. I've been tracking this now for 3 weeks because I wanted to have the data to share with you just to highlight what I'm trying to bring to the surface here in this video. And I think the actual data is going to speak for itself. So you guys have a great day. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video, and I will be back to talk to you guys soon. Please like and subscribe and share the video with somebody who might still really be struggling with this idea of what am I supposed to be doing with my exercise? Should I even exercise? Should I count the calories? Give them this video. I'm hoping to help everyone just make peace with this whole process. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.